Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss some numericals of the chapter 1 solid state. The first question that you are seeing on your screen is if the radius of the octahedral void is small r and the radius of the atoms in closed packing is capital R, derive the relation between the small r and capital R. This question is given in the exercise. You may also find this in the exercise question number 14. So, first try to understand the question. They are asking us the relation between the radius. Now, which are the radius which have been given to us? The first is octahedral void radius, and the other is the radius of the atom in the closed packing. So, two radiuses are given, and we are supposed to find the relation between them. In previous video lecture, you have already seen what is actually the octahedral structure looks like. It's a square bipyramidal structure where you can say every positive ion is surrounded by the 4 negative ions in one plane. The one negative is above and the one negative is below the plane. Okay, this is how it is generated. So when we draw a typical octahedral void, what we are supposed to draw? These 4 atoms. These 4 atoms are in the same plane. The one is above, the one is below. Okay, and if we join them, we get the 8 faces. So it is written a sphere fitted into the octahedral void is shown by the shaded circle. So they are talking about this circle right now. The spheres present in other layer are not shown in the figure because it's again a 3 dimension. Okay, you just have to imagine. So now let us name them. If this is A, this is C, and let this be as B. If you join them, you will get 2 triangles whose apexes are opposite to each other, pointing opposite to each other. So we are talking about this triangle ABC, which is a right angled triangle, and right angled triangle we can apply Pythagoras. So Pythagoras theorem says AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. Now you need to substitute the values. Now when you are talking about this distance from the surface, this becomes what? R, and similarly this becomes R. So if you are talking about AC, this becomes R and R, that is 2R. Okay, so I hope you are clear how this 2R has come. So it becomes 2R whole square, and similarly because this is a octahedral void, and octahedral void has radius equals to small r. Am I right? And the distance from the nucleus to the surface, that is radius of the atom, that is r. So if you are talking about AB, the distance will become r plus r, and similarly BC, this will also becomes r plus r, and that is how it is written: r plus r whole square, r plus r whole square. Together it becomes 2 into r plus r whole square. Now 2r whole square is 4r square is equals to 2 into r plus r whole square. If we divide this by 2, this becomes 2r square is equals to r plus r whole square. Now 2r is actually the square of root 2, because root 2 into root 2, that becomes 2. So we can write this as root 2r whole square is equals to r plus r whole square. So if you cut this square from both the sides, this will become root 2r is equals to r plus r. And now you can simplify this, making r as a subject. So r is equals to what? Root 2r, and this r goes this side, this will become minus, so minus r. R is common, taking common, so this will become root 2 minus 1, and root 2 as value equals to 1.414 minus 1, that is 0.414 r. And if you take this ratio, you can write this r divided by capital R is equals to 0.414. Now this is the value which is actually the ratio of the radius of positive ion to the radius of the negative ion. Okay, I hope this is clear. This is very important question. Okay, go through this question again if you have any doubt. Now moving to the second question. This is a MCQ which was asked in AIIMS exam 2004. It says in a crystal for a unit cell, H's are having value A is equals to 0.387 picometer, B is equals to 0.387 picometer, and C is equals to 0.504 picometers. Now please make sure it says A is equals to B, but that is not is equals to C. While talking about the angles, alpha is equals to beta is equals to 90 and gamma is equals to 120. Now let me show you that table which we have learned previously, table 1.3. So looking at the table, where do you find A is equals to B, not is equals to C, alpha is equals to beta is equals to 90 and gamma is equals to 120? That is hexagonal system. Okay, so the crystal will be what? Hexagonal. So the correct answer is hexagonal. Okay, now we will see one more MCQ. Now the next question, it says in CaF2 calcium fluoride, that is fluorspar crystal, Ca plus 2 and F minus ions are respectively lattice points of the body centered cube and are arranged in. So if you typically see a CaF2 crystal, what you will find is Ca plus 2 ions are arranged at the every corner of the cube, and in the centers of the faces what you are going to find is the F minus fluoride ions. Okay, and you know this, if you join the one of the corner and three faces together, what you are going to get is a tetrahedral voids. So what is your answer? Your answer will be tetrahedral voids. Now moving to the next question. It says in the crystal structure of a compound composed of element A and B, the atoms A are at the corners of the cube and atom B are in the center of the cube. So which kind of crystal it is? It is a BCC crystal. Okay, because you have one atom or element which is present in the center of the body. So corner contribution is what? 8, because all 8 corners are occupied. So 8 into 1 by 8, that becomes 1. And the number of atoms in the body centered is B, that is 1. So if you take a ratio A is to B, that is what? AB. And your answer will be AB. Okay, I hope this is also clear. So we will see one more numerical or MCQ based. Now next question, it says a compound is formed by two elements A and B. Atoms of the negative ion of B forming a cubic close packing structure. Please note, it is forming cubic close packing structure while atoms of A covers all octahedral voids. What should be the formula of this compound? Now, if you have done the previous video, you should be able to understand when we are talking about the octahedral voids in the cubic close pack structure. How many octahedral voids are present? There are four octahedral voids are present in the cubic close pack structure. Why so? Because the octahedral voids are, if capital N, then the tetrahedral voids would be 2n, depending on the number of atoms. Okay, so if the number of atoms in cubic close pack structure are 4, and therefore this also becomes 4, what the octahedral voids, and the formula would become A4 B4. But now see, you don't have any option which looks like A4 B4. So if you actually simplify this will become what? AB. Okay, so the correct answer is AB. Okay, now let us see one more question. In the crystal of a compound formed by elements A and B, atoms of A are at the corners of the cube and atoms of B are at the center of the faces. What should be the formula? It is very simple. They are talking about which kind of crystal? They are talking about FCC crystal. Okay, so 8 corners into 1 by 8, that is 1, and B, because they are at the faces, 6 into 1 by 2, that is 3. The formula will become AB3. So the correct answer is AB3. Okay, now we will see next numerical or MCQ. So before proceeding, we need to first read the question, and the question says cesium chloride crystallizes in the body centered cubic lattice. If A is its edge length, then which of the following expression is correct? This was asked in Mains 2014, and we will see the explanation. Cesium chloride structure, if you carefully see, the Cl minus are located at the corners and the cesium at the body center, because it is already said it is a BCC structure. Okay, so cesium will be at the center of the body, while the Cl minus ions are at the corner. And the edge length is given by this formula, 2 by root 3 radius of cesium plus radius of Cl minus. The coordination number will be 8:8, whereas number of Cl is 1 and cesium is 1. So the number of cesium chloride molecule per unit cell will become 1. And if you correctly wanted to see this structure, this cesium chloride structures looks like this. Now this cesium chloride, the ions are is in contact with chloride ions at the nearest distance by root 3a by 2. So if you are talking about the answer, your answer will become this, root 3a by 2. Okay, where a is outside the root. Now we'll see last two MCQs. One is based on numerical. let us read. What is the total volume of the atoms present in the body centered unit cell? Note, please, it is a body centered unit cell having edge length of 69.3 picometer. So for body centered, you know what R is equals to root 3a by 4. Okay, this is all R and A relation for FCC, BCC and simple cube you need to remember. You also need to remember the density formula. Okay, so there are several numericals based on this, MCQ based on this. Okay, they may ask in entrance exams, okay, or even in the board exams too. Okay, now let us use calculator. Root 3, so square root of 3 is 1.732 into A, that is 69.3, divided by 4, that gives you 30 picometer. Exactly, you are getting answer 30 picometer. And finally, you know the total volume, because they have asked us the total volume. So total volume is what? 8 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. Why it is so? Because there are how many atoms present? There are 2 atoms present. How? One is the center of the body and the 8 corners. So contribution is 8 into 1 by 8. That is 1 plus 1. That becomes 2. And if we consider this as a sphere, so 2 into 4 by 3, that becomes 8 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. Now let us use calculator. So 8 into pi, that is 3.14 into r cube. R has a value of 30 picometer. So 30 into 33 times divided by 3, and that comes 226,080. Okay, so which is very again close to this answer. Okay, it's not a picometer. Yes, it's a picometer cube because it's again a volume. Okay, you can use calculator. 2.26 into, so you are getting same answer. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now moving to the last MCQ. It says if A is the length of the side of a cube, and the distance between the body centered atom and one corner atom of the cube will be. Okay, so let us understand this question again. So it says in BCC lattice, one atom is in the center of the body while the other atom at the one of the corner, and you need to know the distance between them. So let me show you the packing efficiency, how we have calculated the packing efficiency. It says they are talking about this C atom, which is actually a body centered, and A atom, which is one of the diagonal. Now if you take the internucleus distance between A and C, the internucleus distance would be what? 2r. Why so? Because from C, center of the C, to this it will be r, and from this surface to the nucleus it will be r again. So r and r, this becomes 2r. So they are talking about the distance between them. Okay, and one more point you need to remember here, the relation between A and R, because in the question it is asked the question in terms of A only, which is the length of the side of the cube, and you need to find the distance. So we will use this formula. So R can be written like this. The formula is A is equals to 4 by root 3r, and if you make r as a subject, it will become root 3a by 4, cross multiplying this. Okay, and now you know this the distance between these two atoms, that is 2. the distance between the body centered atom and one of the corner is 2r. Okay, so simply we are going to substitute the value. Okay, the distance is what, 2r. So if you substitute the value, this will cut, and what is the answer? Root 3a by 2. So how this answer has come? Answer C. I hope this is clear. Okay, so that's all for now. With this video we are ending chapter 1. I hope everything is being taught very well. In case of any doubt, please feel free to ask. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for upcoming chapter and upcoming videos. Thank you.